3 months ago, I had stem cell treatment for the very first time, and here's my review. In 2018, I got diagnosed with cancer, and it was quite a big shock because I thought I was relatively healthy. I've been working out my whole life, but I didn't realize that eating all those bad things like endless amounts of fried chicken, pizza, and sandwiches from the convenience store do very bad things to your body. And I had cancerous polyps inside of my body. It was quite a shock. Luckily, the Korean medical system is so great that within 3 weeks, I was diagnosed, I was consulted, and I had a surgery to remove those cancerous polyps from my body, and I've been healthy ever since. Last year, my brother got diagnosed with acute chronic kidney disease. Your kidney score levels should be, 100, 110, 115, and his was down to 24. If that score goes lower than 15, it never recovers, and you slowly wither away. You would need a kidney transplant to survive. In Canada, they couldn't do anything, and it's quite a funny thing. They actually gave him 2 books. One was how to prepare for the end of your life in terms of finances, and the other one was how to prepare for the end of life in terms of emotional support for your family. I thought it was insane because I know that there's treatments in Korea. So I brought him over here, and we went through a series of consultations with doctors at general hospitals, stem cell doctors, and the conclusion was, let's go through the general route first, and after that we'll do stem cell therapy. He's gone through the first route at the general hospital, and I'm glad to say that his kidney score is now higher than mine, and he's basically cured of the kidney disease that he had within a year. And the next step is to make sure that this doesn't happen again is we're going to give him stem cell therapy. But before he does that, I've come in myself because I also want to do stem cell therapy. So I've come to Renovo Skin Clinic. They're going to remove my blood, extract my stem cells, process it, inject it back into me over the course of 2 hours, and I'm going to show you all of this.
Before we continue, check out our socials for more information.
So there's a few things that have been nagging me for a very long time, and that's why I want to do this treatment. The first is, of course, anti-aging. We're all getting older, and I don't want to get old as fast as nature wants me to get. So anti-aging is the first one. But there's health issues that I want to address. Number one, this area here. I joined a gym called F45. Maybe you've done it yourself. It's kind of like a CrossFit type thing, and I went pretty hardcore for a good solid year, and I was doing massive amounts of pull-ups, and one day I did way too many, and the tendon here, it just pulled, and it's hurt ever since. And it'll take months and months to heal. It'll be okay for a couple of months, and then I'll be lifting weights, even not very heavy ones, and it'll go again. I just came back from seeing my parents in Canada. I had a great time with them. And I was doing some yard work, and I was moving super heavy stones. I moved a stone, and this pulled again, and I could feel it. And that was about 2 weeks ago, and it's just in pain. So I'm hoping that this treatment has a positive effect on this area here. Besides that, I did my yearly testing in Korea, which is great. If you want to do a full body test, Korea is an amazing place to do it at a great price. So contact at soulguidemedical.com. And when I did my test, I found out all of the issues that are wrong with me internally. It's a host of issues that I don't want to bore you with, but I want to see if there's an improvement before the stem cell and after the stem cell. So I'm going to be keeping track of this, and I'll update you guys once I'm done. So you may be wondering why I have this shrink wrap all over my face. It's because they just put on numbing cream. So this lidocaine is going to be more effective faster if they wrap it. If you don't wrap it, it still works, but it takes a little bit longer time. So in order to minimize your time, they wrap it. On a side note, check this out. They put my phone in this stand, so I have an easier time watching what I'm watching, because this procedure can take up to 2 hours, right? This is pretty thoughtful little point that I just wanted to point out. Now I don't have to hold it in my hand and have my hand be tired. This is a little bell they give you because this procedure can take up to 2 hours to complete. If you're laying here and you need something, you just press the button and someone will come immediately. Okay, so far they've taken out quite a bit of my blood, which looks like purple slushy to me. And they've taken out 2 full vials. They're on the 3rd vial, and they're going to remove 240 cc's of my blood. Then they're going to extract those cells from my blood, and that will give about 40 cc's of cells. From those 40 cc's of cells, they're probably going to have about 600,000 to 800,000 stem cells within that, and that will be injected back into me. You have to be careful about the number because there's all different kinds of stem cell treatment. So 600,000 to 800,000 cells of this can be equivalent to tens of millions of another kind of stem cell as well. So don't always go based on the cell number, but it has to be more based on the type of stem cell treatment it is.
빨리 맞아도 별 문제가 없어요. 파스 같은 것도 바르지 말고 그거 좀 조심하는 게 좋고. 인자가 있거든. 그래서 몸에 안 좋은 곳을 찾아가서 그 부분을 재생시키는 거예요. 여기도 재생인자나 성장인자가 들어있어서 물론 혈관에 해도 되지만 그럴 필요까지는 없고 얼굴에 바르거나 이러면 보습도 되고 진정 재생되는 이런 효과가 있으니까 요거를 흡수시킬 거야. 그리고
The doctor's going to create these little tiny openings in my skin with the roller that he has. And this was also extracted from my blood, which is PPP, which is similar to PRP, which has rejuvenating effects. The little holes that the doctor made on my skin didn't hurt at all, and he placed the PPP on it. Doesn't hurt, feels great. Now, the great thing is that they extracted enough to give me to last 2 weeks. If you put it in the freezer, when you take it home, it can last 2 weeks. If you just leave it in your refrigerator, you have to use it within 2 days. So it's wonderful because basically you get the best kind of take-home skincare, and it can last up to 2 weeks as long as you freeze it. And just so you know, this can only be used on your skin. Make sure that you don't give it to anyone else because it doesn't come from them. It can have an adverse reaction. This should only be used on your skin. So they're applying the rest, and we have lovely Michelle who's going to explain it.
Hi. Yes, so now that we're done with the bulk of the treatment, we are now applying the rest of the PPP across the surface of the skin, and we're combining that with our Audium device. So this device is oscillating at about 1,000 times per second against the skin surface. So this really helps with tighter collagen linking, but also helps with rebuilding the skin barrier. But when combined with something really excellent like this, it helps with the absorption rate of whatever glorious substance we're applying on the skin now.
Glorious substance. I like that. That was so good. I feel great. I didn't feel any pain. I just feel really good. Okay, so my face is just a little bit red from the rolling, but by tomorrow the redness is going to go away. And I don't know, I feel strong, I feel great. I'm really excited to see the results. And you're also going to get a certificate, and this certificate says that you've done the stem cell treatment and that it's official stem cell treatment. So you know that it's the correct one approved by the Korean FDA. It's now been 3 months, and pretty much whenever I want to sleep, I can sleep, which is not what happened before. I had some trouble sleeping, and I can sleep pretty much as long as I want to. Pretty amazing result. The next thing I noticed is that I had energy from morning to night. What was happening before is that, I'm just getting older, so my body is not working as well as it was, even though I try to be healthy, I try to eat healthy, I try to exercise. In the middle of the day, I started to get tired because I wake up quite early, I go to work, and by the middle of the day, I was always pretty sleepy. Now, I wake up the same time, could wake up 5:30 a.m., 6 a.m., do my workout, go to work. I work until midnight if I want to, and I have energy the entire time. The only thing is that my eyes get sleepy. Like my eyes are telling me that I'm sleepy, but my body's telling me that I can keep going. This is a pretty massive change in terms of my quality of life because I'm more alert, I'm awake, I have energy from morning to night, and I can sleep. So I can safely say that for the past 3 months, I've been as healthy as I was maybe 20 years ago. The next thing that I noticed is that my mind is more focused and clear. And I actually noticed this about 1 hour into the treatment, but I can't say it's the very first thing that came. For me, the first thing was sleep, because I thought it might be the placebo effect. I was at a meeting 1 hour after I finished the treatment, and I just felt that my mind was clear. I could communicate better. I even feel like my language skills improved. But I thought it could be the placebo effect, so I'm not sure. So I kind of held off on it a bit. But now it's been 3 months, and I can say that my decision-making process is much faster, much better. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Limitless, but it kind of feels like this. Not to that level, but I do feel my thoughts are clear, the way I communicate is clear, and the speed is faster. One cool thing is that for some time I was feeling like every now and then there was a fog, and that fog has completely cleared. My mind is just crystal clear, and that's something that's pretty amazing. The next thing that I've noticed is that even if I overwork, even if I travel, I still can go as soon as I arrive. It's a really busy season for our company, and I've been traveling, doing business trips left and right. So it's pretty funny to say, but I can feel that I'm as young as I was when I was in university, but I'm actually less tired than I was in university, because even back then I was always pretty tired. I don't know if you know how old I am, but I'm getting older. I'm 43 years old and I'm going on 44. And after this stem cell treatment, I can safely say that I feel 20 years younger, if not more. This feeling 20 years younger type of vibe that I have right now, it's something that I didn't expect to come back to, because I just expected as I get older, my energy's gonna go down, I'm gonna start feeling more tired. But I've been working more than I've ever worked in my life. I've got more energy to exercise. My diet's gotten better. I just feel like I'm younger, and my metabolism is surprisingly good. I've actually lost weight since I had my stem cell treatment. When I had my stem cell treatment, I was at 94 kilos. You're not gonna believe what I am now. I've dropped down to 85 kilos. I don't even remember the last time I was at 85 kilos. So I think what the stem cell did, it might have increased my metabolism, but it also improved my overall quality of life, that I'm hitting the gym, I'm sleeping better, and all of these factors together with the improved metabolism have allowed me to lose a pretty substantial amount of weight. Because before I had the stem cell treatment, actually, 94 kilos for me is quite heavy. So I could feel myself huffing and puffing when I just walked up a flight of stairs, and 94 kilos is the heaviest I've ever been. So I was, a little bit worried about that. Now I'm back to 85 kilos. I feel completely healthy. I'm not huffing and puffing anymore. So this is an added bonus to the stem cell treatment, that it heals everything. So it's going to improve your metabolism a bit, but because you can hit the gym, because you have energy all throughout the day, and because you're sleeping better and have more mind control, your overall quality of life improves. I have energy from morning to night. I'm sleeping just as good as I did in high school, which is probably the most amazing thing out of all of this, to be able to sleep like that. Just if it was this alone, it'd be worth it. My metabolism's improved. I feel healthier altogether. I've gotten some feedback from friends that say that I look younger now. So, that's a bonus. Like, the outward appearance is great, but it's the inward effect that it's had. I haven't felt this good. I don't remember the last time I ever felt this good. There's one more thing that happened to me that I had high hopes for, but I didn't really think it was going to happen. I had a pain here in my arm for 2 years. I was really into CrossFit about 2 years ago, and I overtrained. I did way too many pull-ups, and I ended up having a pain here to the point where I basically couldn't do bicep curls for the past 2 years. And every morning it would wake up with a throbbing pain, literally like bump, 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 bump. Not the nicest thing in the world, but I learned to live with it. A month and a half in, and the pain was subsiding. It really started to subside about a month in, but really a month and a half in, I woke up one day and the pain was completely gone. And I thought it was weird because every morning I wake up expecting for there to be a throb, and there was no throb. And I was like, okay, what's going on? Why is there no pain? I waited a bit, I waited another week, no pain. And then I'm like, I wonder if I can hit the gym. I went to the gym and I got really, really light weights, and I started to do bicep curls because I was so scared of doing bicep curls because of the pain. Nothing too different happened than with a regular workout. I increased the weight a little bit more. I felt it a little bit tender, so I thought, okay, this is the limit. I'm not gonna go too heavy. But I've now on maybe my 6th or 7th bicep workout since that time, and there's still no pain. I haven't, of course, gone too heavy because I don't want to make the same mistake I did last time 2 years ago, but I can say that this healed an actual physical pain that I had. Waking up for 2 years with this throb is not a nice thing. So this is another wonderful benefit of stem cell therapy. So if you want to feel younger, Renovo Skin Clinic is for you.